Here we are, people, with parts 31 and 32, and I think we'll finally be finishing R2D2's foot off, this big chunky thing. So let's get going with 31. I feel I should explain all the parts that you'll need for this part. Is these two halves of the foot and this bit. Now, I should have explained that the previous two parts, but I think the video would have lasted another half an hour if I'd have gone through all that. My god, it was exhausting. So let's find the screws for this, and let's not pay too much attention to what it tells you to use for the screws, because the last time it said use 6 silver 6mm screws, and it turned out to be the black ones. So let's just make it up as we go along, shall we? Oh, it's the leg. Remember how much pleasure this gave me? Oh yes. Let's not go there again. Now, you may be wondering which side to put on this. That's made nice and easy because, as you can just about see there, these two are not the same, which is always handy. So the bit we'll need is this side, or this bit, with that little bit sticking out there, sort of like a little USB stick sticking out. So let's screw that on now with some black screws. I'm going to choose them because they look nice. Alright, I just wanted to show you before I actually screw it down the white plastic pins you will need to slot into the metal, which is actually quite easy and quite satisfying as well. They stick out quite a lot, so they're quite easy to find, and it's very easy to do it from this side, from underneath up into the metal. And there you can see, very nice and flush against the plastic. So, oh, my voice has gone higher. That's good, isn't it? I'm going to get these screwed in from, clearly not that side, from this side. Wait a second. I've got a feeling I'll be screwing those holes. I was expecting something to go in there. Maybe that's the other side of pins. Yeah, I think it will be those. Anyway, let's see what happens. Wow, that was mighty satisfying. As you can see, just 2 screws. Nail this thing into place. Well, probably that should be screw it into place, but you know what I mean. And now we need to put this bit in the middle of the foot, like so. I'm assuming it will go in either way, or maybe it doesn't go in either way. No, it only goes in that way. Oh, that's always handy. And then we put this on top and screw this into place, which I'm going to do now. This fits very nicely over there. Haven't screwed it in yet, but the only thing I'm slightly worried about is where the hell does this go, or where is it supposed to be going? Hopefully it's supposed to be coming out of there, but if not, at least I know all I have to do is unscrew 4 screws here, providing of course I've not worn the head away like I did with the one in the leg at the end. So let me screw this into place, and that will be it for this part. Beep beep, whistle beep. Do you like my amazing R2D2 sound effects there? This is it. Obviously it's not completed fully, but we all know what's going to be going there. That's those iconic copper threaded wires that will, I don't know if they're decoration or they're actually going to be for something, but anyway, that's where they're going. And that is part 31 done. So let's see what's in part 32. Okay, am I allowed to be slightly concerned that all we seem to be getting in part 32 is a load of screws and some more screws? What am I supposed to do? Screw screws into screws? Well, guess I'm going to find out. Okay, I've now found out what these screws are for in this part. Absolutely nothing, apart from the little sensor that you'll screw into the bottom of the foot, for which you will need one. I love endless bags of screws. I love how they call them self-tapping screws. As opposed to what? I'm not the most mechanical of people, but I don't understand why they keep calling them self-tapping screws. Anyway, let's get on with this little bit. I do so love DeAgostini's instructions sometimes. Remember in the last bit, they were like, oh, don't worry when the wire comes out, that'll be alright, just have it hanging out anywhere. Oh, by the way, it's got to come out that bit there. I didn't know that! But luckily, I've managed to get it to come out there. It doesn't come over the top of that bit, like in their picture, but it will fit into the side, which you can't even see, into the side of the circuit board, which will be there. Thankfully for my sanity, it should work. So, let's screw this in, which incidentally goes up that way. So, let's just screw that little infrared sensor in. Bosh, we are complete. I managed with the tiniest of margins to get that cable to fit in there. Twisted it a little bit, but that won't matter. And that completes part 32, so thank you very much for watching. This has been ever so slightly less stressful than the last episode, but that's most of the leg done, apart from the underside of the foot and obviously those cables there. But there we go, I'm happy with that. So it's time to wait another 4 weeks or so, maybe 5, until the next 2 parts. So I will hopefully see you then.